Oh, I love it. What a great theme song. Good morning, Eddie. Good morning, JD. How you folks doing this morning? Love the theme song there, Eddie. That's fantastic. Thank you for that.
Order filled.
Oh, I love your too. I remember the first time that we ever had the the first time that we were ever on together. You were the person who interviewed me on Power Players, and I just remember it was a magical hour. It was amazing. It was really, really fun. So yeah, today is one of those days where I'm not really looking for all that many trades. Let me go ahead and bring up my trading view here. But I'm not really looking at all that many trades here. We are just kind of rolling around in this zone right now. We are rolling over as I'm talking, but I just don't really trust the market. And there's a couple different reasons why. Number one is that we are on the day prior to FOMC, and we are in the market cycle right now where FOMC is the king. Everybody is paying attention to what's happening in the FOMC. This is the FOMC cycle we're in. Everybody hangs on Jerome Powell's words and all of the Fed speakers. That's why anytime one of the Fed speakers comes on and starts yapping away, that's why we start to see the market tending to move on those yappings. So it is going to be one of those days where the Fed is still in a blackout period, but we really don't have any news that's going to be moving the market. There are two events that I'm watching today. One of those happens at 11:30 a.m. this morning Eastern time, 10:30 Central time. That's going to be a 52-week bill auction. Now, 52 weeks, you're going to say, oh, that's a year long. Well, they call it a 52-week bill auction because it's still considered a shorter-term fixie. Then following that at 1 p.m., we do have a 10-year note auction. Now, where we're going to see a potential kerfuffle in the price action is going to be whether or not we have a lot of participation in those auctions. If we have a lot of participation in the longer term auction, that means that investors are looking for potentially going into fixies instead of equities as a safe haven. And FOMC, there might be something that's predicating that we might not really see any cuts this year. I know a lot of folks are still asking, well, will we see a cut tomorrow for FOMC? The likelihood of that is quite low. It's not impossible, but I do think that it is pretty much guaranteed that we will be holding rates there. But the thing to watch tomorrow is the SEP dot plot. That's the summary of economic projections. That's SEP. The dot plot is being released tomorrow, and that's going to give us a lot of insight on what the Fed's path forward looks like. So that's what we're going to be watching as the eve of FOMC today. There's going to be a lot of positional trades. I think those large institutional traders will be showing their hands around those fixie auctions, those bond auctions, those bill auctions. So we'll have to see if we have any trades leading up to that. That's my take on the markets today. It's going to be one of those days where I'm pretty much sitting on my hands, not really going to be trading all that much. But if we see a couple setups that we could scalp today off the open, maybe we'll be taking that there. And that's really all that I'm looking at for today. I see that we have Andre here in the in the room, who is looking like he's ready to start trading over there. And we do have the market opening in about less than 2 minutes here. And like I said, on the opening range here, I'm probably not going to be looking for all that much. What about you, Andre? Are you looking for anything? I just only traded my combines, made 1,400 across 6 combines. So it was a very light day of trade. I got in, got out, and was done with my day practically well before, I want to say 10 a.m. Eastern time. So really nice, slow day. I enjoyed the nice sun during the summer here, trying to spend as much time as I can away from the screens and just enjoying the nice weather while we have it. I think that having these trades, these days where we have limited trading opportunities, it's nice to reward yourself by spending some time away from the screens. It's very important in my opinion. We are opening here in 20 seconds, so I will switch over to my trading screen. But again, I'm really not looking at much. The levels that I'm watching here, Andre, are a breakout in the NQ above 68.5 or a breakdown below 39.75. If we do actually see that, there's a chance it could be a fake out and a shakeout to either way. Here off the open, a little bit of a lower volume spike here coming out the open. We are seeing Rhythmic actually working again quite nicely here. Looking at the Mag 7, we do have Microsoft kind of perking up here.
Order
Amazon perking up as well. Apple rocketing here, trading above 194. Nvidia is rolling up as well. So Mag 7
Order
is looking
filled.
somewhat strong. But as I said earlier, it's very tough to trust this price action pre-FOMC. So I'm going to be sitting on my hands, probably waiting for that first 15-minute
Order
bar to
submitted.
close. Yeah, we are seeing that divergence between the two indices right now. S&Ps are trending lower. NQ is rocketing higher. The only thing that has a chance to really carry the S&Ps right now is Apple and Microsoft, but that tech weight is not heavy enough to keep the S&Ps afloat right now. So we are seeing a gentle rollover in the S&Ps.
Order filled.
Yeah, we also saw an uptick in
Order
gold
filled.
as well.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Yeah, so it looks like we did almost reject up there at VWAP. The price to watch was up at that 68.5. VWAP right now about 67.5, 1 point lower. A meaningful breakdown would be at 39.75. A confirmation of that breakdown would be down there close to 19,000 evens at 19,007.75. But again, as I mentioned prior to the opening, this is a day where I am looking to sit on my hands for that first 15-minute bar to close. I don't want to jump in anything here because this is generally what I would call a market maker session here. And it's an easy way to get chopped apart and lose your combines or lose your funded accounts. Well, you know, they can spot the liquidity that's coming in from retail quite easily because a lot of these algorithms are feathered out of the trade right now pre-FOMC. Any of the large positional trades will be in during these bond auctions, these 52-week note auctions and 10-year note auctions. So when we do see that liquidity being entered into the market, it's something where there's a large influx of players and institutions that are coming in at that time. During this time, when the volatility is much higher, the volume is lower, and there's not a lot of institutions that are willing to make those positional bets.
Order filled. Order filled.
Yeah, we are pushing up against at the 68.5 level once more. And again, really just kind of caught between this range of 39.75 up to 68.5. And again, there's a little bit of a breakout there. We just broke out on VWAP, but I'm still hesitant to take this trade due to us having the rollover in the S&Ps and the non-confluence between the two.
Order
Oh my
filled.
goodness gracious. Oh, got him. Oh, we got $5 from MP too. We're getting loaded, baby.
Stop filled. Order submitted.
I think Dakota was up very, very late last night because he was just ripping apart these markets. I can't wait to hear about his trade. It's a good one. Yeah, it's a good one.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Stop filled.
Yeah, if you had a buy stop there, that would have been a nice little papacito there to the top side. Anne-Marie in chat says 19,087 was a key level yesterday. Thank you, Anne-Marie. That's a good level to be tracking. I have a level that's close to that 95 and a quarter, so we're definitely in sync with that one, Anne-Marie. $87 evens. Here he goes. He's starting it up already.
Order filled.
How's the weather out there, MP?
Stop filled.
Love that.
Order filled. Stop filled.
That's awesome.
Order filled. Stop filled.
He's coming out firing this morning.
Order filled.
Yeah, Anne-Marie's level is spot on. We hit a high right there of 87 and a half. So hats off to Anne-Marie there. Amazing, amazing call. Apple, by the way, has recovered most of its losses since the WWC conference started. And, I talked about it a little bit on my stream, and I think that it's been a long time coming. And there's always been a question amongst Apple investors about whether or not there is going to be an update in the AI space ever since AI has been a hot topic for basically the last 2 years across publicly traded names. NVIDIA obviously has taken the crown for that recently, but Apple has had the technology to be doing what they're finally releasing. I think they've just been waiting and sort of tiptoeing until the point where they can say basically this full reveal, which is like, we're tracking everything. We're going to make all this context work together with your daily plan, and it's all going to coalesce and work congruently with one app to the next. And it's something that they've been able to do, but I think they've just been waiting until the public image of AI has been more comfortable. And I think that that's kind of what we saw yesterday. They just kind of ripped off the Band-Aid and they opened up the floodgates and said, hey, everything works now. And if you want your driver's license, just ask the S word on your phone. Hey, what was my driver's license that I had emailed to me, that picture that I took 3 years ago with my niece at her birthday, and what puppies does she like, and et cetera, et cetera. And everything is known now. Well, they may already have, Michael. We're all just living in a simulation created by AI. They're now just pulling back the curtain to let us know. Here he goes again.
Stop filled. Order filled. Stop filled. Order filled.
That's the trade that worked for you last night, right, Dakota? During slow markets, or just prior to your show, slow markets?
Stop filled.
Fell asleep with how many contracts on again? How many real contracts did you have on? Oh, just a light 30. Sleeping like a baby.
Stop filled. Order submitted. Order filled. Stop filled. Order filled.
How do you think that you got up to that point in the mental part of your trading where you are to the point now, and we joke about it, but you're dead serious. You put on 30 contracts and you're able to sleep soundly without anything affecting you. How did you get to that point? Because I think that a lot of traders, especially the folks here that are watching, aspire to get to that level of mental clarity where you can put on a trade like that, where you are going to need to put a trade on like that as part of your trading plan.
Order filled. Stop filled.
Yeah, we are rolling hard here, by the way. Yeah, we did dip down there below that 39 3/4 level very, very heavily. Here we are continuing to roll. The next level that I have down here is 19,007. So I'm going to be looking to see if we can actually trade down to that level here. Yeah, the thing is getting over heavy here.
Stop filled.
My trading view is lagging tremendously, by the way, now, too. You know what they say, Michael. Comparison is the thief of joy. Don't ever be doing that.
Order filled. Stop filled.
I'm trying a little one lot short here, seeing if we can actually break down these lows. I'd like to see those sevens trading out. So just a little short. Trying a little feeler here, seeing if we can actually break down below. Chances are that we're probably going to consolidate and rip back up to 39s, but this is a cheap trade for me.
Order filled. Stop filled. Order filled. Stop filled. Order submitted. Order filled. Stop filled. Order filled. Stop filled.
There's a beautiful roll there. I've just been trading this while you folks have been chatting away. Collecting some ducats here on this roll. So we took a one lot trade. We took a loser on that one, just testing the waters, and then we got into about 6 lots on this one to the push to the downside there. So this will be a healthy little pump up. Oh, I hear order filled. Is that UMP? 1900s. What year is it, Michael? My goodness, 1900s. I'd love to see NQ trading that.
Stop filled.
You're going to cut and run on us? Come on. Oop.
Order filled.
Oop. Oop. Ah, that was good stuff. I just got stopped out, by the way. So we are up 34.51 on the day there. That's probably going to hit. Yeah, not too bad. Thanks, Dakota. You had the right idea there, MP.
Stop filled.
Apple, by the way, is just going ballistic here. And this is the reaction that I would have figured that we would have seen on that announcement because it was so positive for long-term investors.
Order filled.
I think it's fantastic. I think it's been a long time coming. NQ is ripping to the top side here. Microsoft is finally catching a bid. We're seeing Apple auctioning above yesterday's peak. So, yeah, very, very strong move out of Apple here. It is gunning for those 199s and 200s here to the top side. S&Ps are kind of basing out at these 53.40s. Amazon is picking its pace back up to the north side, as well as Google and NVIDIA here. So if we do see these start to push back up to the north side, we could see all of those early shorts from basically from the open on getting blown out here, those short-term shorters, short-term shorties.
Order filled.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Can I buy calls on Jack's tip jar, by the way? Hit that register.
Order filled.
MP, I have a question for you. When you notice that you're not trading well, what is something that you do when you're feeling out of the pocket? I mean, do you take a break from trading? Do you go to a practice?
Stop filled. Order filled. Target filled.